welcome to another edition of After the Whistle, folks. This is our last show of the year, actually, because, it's around the time Pedro goes on his break. So once he goes on break, we go on break too. So this is the last week. But we got everybody here. We got the Right Cup Show. We got Stevie here.
Yes, sir.
Here. And we got It joining us all the way from Canada. What's going on?
What up?
Everything's good. This guy just celebrated a birthday the other day.
Yeah, on Monday. Yeah, happy birthday to
made
T.
to the mountain from 40
Happy
top.
birthday to T.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man, we all.
How old are you now, Al?
40.
Oh, that's 40.
Yeah, finally made it.
That's cold, Ed.
I can say it because I'm older.
Yeah, man.
It's a blessing to get older.
It definitely is, man.
It's a blessing.
Definitely.
Before I get started, because I be at these games and the student section be so crazy.
Oh, word? Is that to be nuts?
Oh, some of them, but where I'm sitting, they have them like right near the opponent's bench, so where I'm recording, kind of hear the crazy things they're saying. Sometimes you can't help but laugh. But you guys got any crazy student section stories? What's like the craziest thing the student section ever said to you, or you heard them say to a teammate?
I mean, I go first. I mean, I don't grow the crazy amount of facial hair like some of y'all, so I used to grow a little beard. And when I forgot what team we was playing against, but I was taking the ball to bounce, and they can get real close to you. And one guy was like trying to tickle like my beard and stuff, and saying
That's hilarious.
I got pubes hanging from my chin and all that. But he was like so close, but it wasn't touching me. But getting to that point, making me uncomfortable. But it was all love though.
What's team?
I forgot what team. It was some team in Connecticut.
All right, so I'll tell you a story. A prep school story. I was at Table Academy. We was playing, I think it was Choke. We was playing Choke out in Choke, right? So their team somehow figured out all our stats. As soon as somebody that got in the game, like that really wasn't supposed to be in the game, they'd be like, so say if he was averaging like 2.3 or 3, they all would chant 3.4. 3.4. Yo, that was the craziest thing. Students, like prep school students, like, we were like, why you saying 3.4? They're like, that's how much he averaged. Like, oh shit.
They're not talking about his GPA.
Yeah, they were talking about his point average. It was crazy. That was that was one of the craziest things.
I got one more quick one though. I forgot what team he was playing against, but it was one Catholic team, and they had the stage under the hoop, and that's where like the student section was. Yeah. And when you shooting free throws, they put the women with like the biggest boobs right there under the hoop, and then somebody had a playboy. So we shooting free throws, they whoop. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yo. Yeah, they be wild.
Mad free throws that game. Mad free throws. What was funny though?
I'll be honest with you, I could probably do a whole episode talking about that. But for me, one of the funniest ones was in college. I think we went to Richmond or whatever it was. But hey, not to mention how you said they know your point out. In college, they know everything. They know your major. They know everything. So the game in Richmond, the fans were yelling that Antonio and Dwight were better than me. Hilarious. I'm like, how do you know those guys? How do you know those guys? We're in Richmond. They're like, yo, your brother's better than you. The White Bruins is better than you. I'm on the court like, what? This is crazy. That was a game I scored like my 1,000 points.
Yeah, I got
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. How do they even know them? So that was one of the funniest for me. But like I said, I got a bunch of stories, but another hilarious one that they weren't talking to me. St. Joe's fans were some of the worst in that little gym they had when like Jameer Nelson and Delonte West was playing for them. But UConn had a kid on my team, Marcus Cox. He was on UConn when they won the chip with Khalid Alameen and those guys. He was in the car with Khalid Alameen. They got like arrested and they got in trouble with the marijuana or whatever. He transferred to UMass. We go back to play UConn. Every time he went to the foul line, the crowd chanted, marijuana. Marijuana. Yo, That was one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yo, was that
hilarious.
Yo, Ant, was that at the Civic or was that the Pavilion? Where was it?
The Civic.
Okay, yeah, that was crazy.
So it was more of them in there.
Say it. That's wild.
Yeah, that's hilarious actually. Especially them knowing saying Dwight and Tone like
Crazy. They were in like high school at the time. I'm like, how do you even know them?
right, and I don't think people was using Google like that too.
Nah, I'm saying the reason why they know him, Ant, is because of you. Guys like you and me that was already out there.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we got to look at Lynn like, yo, what's going on out there?
We got to do our research.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's funny.
But the fans are no holds barred. No holds barred.
Love it. Yeah, the Pats. Since we had the last show, they extended the winning streak to 10 games. They beat the Jets on a Thursday night, and that's light work. But gave them some time off coming into this game, going against the Bills. You got the Bills coming in this weekend, but
Can I say something? I'm gonna be honest, right? Since this is the last show, if we go back, dog, I remember talking about this. The Patriots being this good. Remember we had this discussion. They was like, I don't know, when they formed the roster. Now look at them, Super Bowl contenders. I told you they was gonna make the playoffs.
You don't know who's gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year because it's all wide open this year.
Yeah, because the Chiefs.
No, it's wide open. It is open, but if you have to, pick front runners from what's going on, like they're definitely, at the top of the list.
Like that they're taking care of business with the bumps.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? Because that was kind of like the issue kind of last year too. Like they compete with everybody. Like no, wipe these bumps out the way, and then you can prepare for like teams like the Bills, things of that nature. So I'm glad they got these two guys out the way so they can prepare for this.
Hey guys, real quick.
What's up?
Let's be honest. Nobody expected this.
That's what. I did. P.
I had them at 7.
Yeah, I think they were ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I didn't have them 11-2.
I had
2, yeah.
You can do like 9-4, like something like that.
I thought they was gonna finish with over 11 wins.
I thought they
got them now.
with 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah,
Me too. I honestly, I didn't have an expectation. I still thought we were a year or two away from like really compete.
But definitely way ahead of schedule though.
Yeah, I agree.
But
we're
hurts
definitely
that,
ahead of schedule.
the guard got one or two of their linemen got hurt.
Okay.
They're not done for the season, but they're out for a little bit. The rookie and then one of their guards.
Yeah, but we still look good. We still look good.
Yeah.
Compared to other
Bills aren't good anyway. You know how I feel about Josh Allen.
and compared to other franchises, we've been kind of lucky with like the injuries and you know what I mean, that nature, because we don't have that many like guys going down as bad as some other.
I just think we navigated it well. You know what I'm saying, with our personnel? Because we did have a couple bumps and bruises. Gonzalez was hurt a little bit at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? A couple of the linebackers were hurt. But we just filled in those spots, man. I think it's like old school Patriots, bro.
But our skill guys are real reliable.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for
luck,
sure.
And, luck comes into that as well.
And they don't have like
Running the ball.
they don't have like a on the outside with the receiver. They don't have like Stephon Diggs. He's a big, but they don't have like one guy specifically on that outside.
Nah, they don't.
It's like he's spreading the wealth.
They don't have like a one, like he's the wide receiver one, like for real. Like somebody's the one, but you know what I'm saying.
So a great thing though, because you can't just key on one guy. When everybody can be utilized.
Boutte, they using Hollins, they using all those. They using the Williams kid downfield. They using them.
Yeah, and plus they say November, December is when you want to play your best football too, and they're kind of, all around. Running game is working, pass game is working. Drake May's taking care of the ball.
When you go to war, the more weapons, the better.
True. MVP?
I mean, I'm not against it.
I mean, hey man.
Yeah, what you think? MVP?
I'm not against it. Who else would we put in the race right now?
That was the question. Who's ahead of him?
Yeah, there's nobody that really has like separated themselves.
Jonathan Taylor, that slowed down a little bit because like I said last episode I was on, the clock gonna strike midnight on a lot of those quarterbacks, bro. And it did. That stagecoach turned back to a pumpkin on just about all of them. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Purdy, Jacoby Brissett. All of them. They are what they are.
Even Matthew Stafford, like they was talking about him being the MVP, and I think they had a game where they just played horrible.
He's
last week or so.
He is playing amazing this year.
Yeah,
No, he's been balling.
he's definitely.
I don't think he's on May's level right now, though.
We're biased. Of course not.
True, but I'm just saying.
Monday
better
night
weapons
football.
over there.
Monday night football. We got the Chargers defeating the Eagles. I fell asleep in this game and woke up. The Eagles won. I mean, the Eagles lost. The Chargers. I mean,
I fell asleep too. That's funny.
yeah, because the amount of interceptions thrown in this game was kind of ridiculous. And I feel like the Chargers are just one of them teams. It's just like they look like they should be a good team, but
They're so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Bro. You don't know what Charger team you're gonna get from Sunday to Sunday.
The history of the Chargers.
especially
reality.
especially Justin Herbert too. He's like, out of all like the quarterbacks, he's like, there's a bunch of quarterbacks that escape criticism, and he's like at the top of the list because like his highs get highlighted, but his lows, they just get pushed to the side, and it's just like his lows are real bad.
Yeah, a lot of guys are like that, man. We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes when he throws no touchdowns and 3 interceptions. We're not talking about Josh Allen when those guys have bad games. It's like, oh, they have nothing around them. And when they have good games, it's all like I don't know. It's weird how that works. Joe Burrow don't get a lot of smoke. Like none of those guys get a lot of smoke. And for the most part, Herbert and Burrow, I mean, they look terrible stretches.
I'll be honest, bro. For this man to throw 4 intos, you should have gave him the ball at the beginning of every quarter.
That's wild.
4 intos nuts.
It was, yeah, they were all bad too. Like, I seen all 4 of them. It was just bad.
At home.
And this is what people would talk about with Philly's offense.
One was off AJ Brown's fingertips, so I guess 3.
Yeah,
Bush.
but this is what people are talking about with Philly and like their offense. It's just like there's just something that's missing, and people like, they kept saying, "Oh, we'll be fine," but it's like, all right, now y'all offense is starting to play really bad down the stretch of the season. I mean, Hurts, he doesn't look real good. They're not giving Saquon, he's not getting as much opportunities as he did last year. And it's,
Yes, he is.
He's just not doing it. He's just not doing it.
nothing. No, he's not doing nothing. That's the difference. There's no run game. That's the difference in the team.
I agree.
That's the difference in the team.
Because they're keying on him.
When AJ Brown was complaining about getting the ball 3 weeks ago or whatever the case was, I saw a stat where he had more targets than he did at this time last season. Right? So what are we complaining about? The difference is the run game's not working. That's what's going on. They were never pass heavy. The run game's not working.
Yeah.
Now we see why they weren't pass heavy though.
Yeah. But everybody wants to, champion Hurts though. And it's like now it's like what happens if the run game's not going? Can you get us a
Can you
W?
carry it? Right.
Can you carry us? And it's looking kind of
Don't
crazy.
look good.
You look at Saquon's numbers this year compared at this point this year. Last year he was like, almost near 2,000 at this point. Now he's only got 862 yards.
He ain't even at 1,000 right now.
No.
Yeah, but I also think it's a force too. Like, so look, my thing is when they were winning all year, winning. When AJ Brown starts complaining about getting the ball, and then the next couple of weeks they go out the way, he's getting 11 targets, 12 targets, 100-something yards. They're losing now, though. He's getting his touches and his yards, and they're losing now. When he wasn't getting it, they were winning. Maybe they changed the scheme too much to appease him.
Yeah,
and sometimes go ahead.
You know what's also going on right now? He's not complaining.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks.
But they're losing.
So it's rather like, do you rather cater to this one guy who's worried about his stats, or do you realize that less is more and you continue to win?
I'm winning.
Yeah, so that's my point. Like, you got to win.
Winning. We've been to the Super Bowl twice.
I'm winning.
Years.
You got to win.
No, shut up.
Right, they've been to the
I'm not worried about him.
Right,
And
they've been to the Super Bowl not catering to a receiver.
And to
It's
be
like-
honest, AJ Brown's like a strong receiver. He's not like no skill guy's gonna just catch it and go the distance. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of
He's a good route runner.
you
Good,
force it.
reliable.
Yeah. He's not gonna just go the distance on you. So
What's his name? Devontae Smith is the wide receiver one over there anyway.
yeah,
So, right,
he
I
is.
think
Because
the
that
same
boy is
thing.
lightning.
I think the same thing.
He's the one that gets it and goes. You know what I mean? So you got to just try to find a balance between those two.
You can get him anywhere on the field.
What do you guys make of the Chargers and their chances down the stretch? Because
Bro, they're one of the greatest running backs of all time. They couldn't never win. So, like, I'll be honest, bro. I don't know what to say.
Oh, my man, LaDainian.
Yeah, so as history is a charge of fit, like, they're just not, like, the team to ever get over the hump.
They'll be out first round if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them making it or whatever, but like they're not a threat.
No, they'll be out.
It's just.
So what would be the formula? Get rid of him?
Who?
AJ Brown?
They might.
Yeah, trade him, but it's too late now.
Hey, me personally, what's he gonna do? Yeah, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? If I sign a guy for 4 years and in year 2, he's like, "Yo, I want to be traded," I'm gonna laugh him out that office, bro. If I want to trade you, I ain't trading you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna not go out there and perform? How are you gonna get your next contract? What are you actually going to do?
To show he's still a quality asset and things of that nature.
Right? I say that with the NBA too. Some of these guys that come and demand trades for the team, yo, like, if you don't want to trade him, don't trade him. What is he gonna do? He's not gonna go out there and play bad on purpose. I promise you that.
You ain't lying.
And worst come to worst, they could do what Philly did to T.O. them years ago, just deactivate him, tell him you go home.
And he ain't nowhere close to T.O.
Nah, not even.
Bro, not even a sniff.
As we move on, we just talked about the Chiefs and how they look bad. It was ugly Sunday against the Texans.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's time for them. They gotta start thinking of their next year's plans, like retooling their offense and just because
Kelsey
the
look
guys
bad.
Kelsey falling asleep on the
look bad.
sideline.
They playing like a bag of throw up.
They can't. Their offensive line can't block.
They can't run the ball.
They can't catch. Their quarterback's inaccurate.
For you to lose to this team the way Stroud was playing and couldn't get the ball to damn near anybody, I'm sorry. The time is done. I feel like it's done for that.
That's what it looks
They try to say, it's a Texas defense.
Houston only needs to score like 6 points, bro.
Their defense, right?
Yeah. These dudes literally, they don't blitz. They just rush 4.
Yeah.
They play man.
Defense is serious.
They got 2 corners that could cover. And
Bro,
it's just
they was calling the Chiefs' defense out every series, and they got to blitz the first down. Like, my man, they're so predictable. It seems like time is up.
Oh, for the Chiefs?
Yeah, it seems like time is up, bro.
Yeah.
Not for this season anyway. This season.
I mean, they could always bounce back just because they got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and you can just put some pieces around. But this year,
this season's done for them.
Yeah, I think it's ran its course. We'll see next year. I think it's ran its course.
When you having issues protecting your quarterback, that's where it starts right there. Their offensive line is just all over the place. They can't block. So.
And if they're not winning the championship or Super Bowl, my last remembrance of Mahomes was running the backfield and getting sacked. You know what I mean? So, do you win a Super Bowl, or that's how you end your season?
He threw no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. What did he do? Like 100 and something yards the other day? Like,
yeah, 3 interceptions.
What was different between his game and Jalen Hurts' game, man?
One less interception. That's about it.
Yeah, so why are we not on him like that?
Right.
We
exactly.
need to. Yep.
Exactly.
And we always.
Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. He got his team to the Super Bowl the last couple of years and won one. He don't get no grace. Come on,
Think about how the Chiefs always rely on
Good
Mahomes.
point, Ant.
You know what I mean? Like, now he does deserve some grace, but 4 into is crazy.
Yeah, 4 into is crazy.
I mean, the 4, 3, they both was just, they both look like they're ready for Cancun.
Yeah.
I think the reason why is because my man got more weapons, I believe, over there in Philly than KC. You know what I'm saying?
Does he though? Like, yo, look, we can't. This is the same thing I'm saying with Josh Allen, bro. We can't look around and now they're losing. It's like, oh, he has no help. He has no weapons.
No, I ain't say he didn't have help, man. I just said he got more weapons over there.
He has weapons. Who has more weapons? That's a whole nother conversation. He has weapons.
He does have weapons. He does.
He has a lot of them.
He does. But
They just can't execute.
They just can't get it done this year. It's fine. We don't have to keep making excuses for them. Like, oh, yo, it's Andy and Mahomes, but they're tough at home. But bro, it's not. This is just not it this year. It's fine.
Listen,
You
okay.
see what I'm saying?
If they want to
They are
make,
solid though.
if they want to make the playoffs, if they want to make the
you
playoffs, these next 4 games, you got.
They're not making the
Chargers.
playoffs.
Yeah, it's over.
No, I'm telling you, you got the Chargers, you got the Titans, you got the Broncos, and you got the Raiders.
But from what I see,
They got a good road, but
No.
the Chiefs never really have confidence in the run game. They're always going to lean back to their all-pro quarterback to save the day, realizing that he's struggling because his run game isn't as productive as it once was.
They never tried to have a run game because they said, we got Patrick Mahomes. Come on, bro. We know what was going on. When they did have good running backs, they traded him away. Right?
They traded.
Because we have Patrick Mahomes. So if the running back gets too good and wants some money, he got to go because we got Patrick Mahomes. We don't need a running back. That's what they were doing. So now they got to live with it.
Yeah.
okay.
They always,
So if they went out, they make the playoffs?
They give themselves a chance. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but they give themselves a chance. Some
Because they could.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
give-
schedule they could win
They give
out.
themselves a chance.
because they lost all the tiebreakers. They lost to the Jaguars. They lost to the Bills,
They have no tiebreaker.
and they lost to the Texans. So those are the teams that are going to get.
That's the
wild card
schedule they
spot.
could win out though. I
But
ain't
those
even
are
gonna hold you.
those teams already beat them,
It is.
and they're ahead of them. in the wild
So
card.
if one of them lose, one of those
A lot of
scenarios,
things have to happen, right? A lot of
one
things
those
have to
scenarios.
Like the Titans and the Raiders game is probably a foregone conclusion, but I don't know the way the Chiefs have been playing. But those other 2 games, they're gonna have to go win those games.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
We're going to pivot a little bit. We're going to talk about Buffalo and Cincy, but we're going to scratch that. We'll talk about Shador and this head coach.
My
and
guy.
How,
this is blowing me.
I don't understand how how you take the quarterback out for 2. First of all, why are you going for 2 points down 7? You don't get it, but now you're forced to go for 2 points to try.
That's what the analytics say to do. Man.
I'm just like, the man made a mistake. Let him, you know what I mean? Get his second win. Let him fix himself. Like, that's my own thing. Like,
If you're gonna take him out for a 2-point conversion, at least call a play that's that's gonna be working, that's gonna make sense.
I just took it as he fumbled the first time. So it's like, bro, he's a quarterback. Give him a chance.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he's
not
young.
that's not why he took him out though. He didn't take him out because he fumbled the first one. That's what they do. There's been other games where they got down there and he's taking him out to run the Wildcat. He did it with Dylan Gabriel. He would take Dylan Gabriel out to run the Wildcat in the red zone. It's not just a Shador thing. He did that same thing with Dylan Gabriel. Kevin Stefanski is not a good coach.
We all know that.
That's what it comes to.
Yeah.
He's not a good coach.
Yeah, we can see.
He was doing a QB. He's doing a QB sneak with the tight end. Why wouldn't you do a QB sneak with the QB? Right? Like he's not. I don't know. He's trying to I feel like he's trying too hard to outsmart the other team, and he just looks dumb.
Look crazy though.
And so he did a QB sneak with the
It makes
tight
him
end.
look like he's like waiting to be fired, like the way some of this.
When you see him talk in the interviews, it looks like he don't want to be here no more.
Yeah.
It looks like he doesn't want to do this.
His whole demeanor, but for Cleveland though, it's just like, bro, you guys kind of see the difference between him and Dylan Gabriel. Like he's more willing to throw the ball down the field than Dylan Gabriel was. So it's kind of like, what were y'all seeing at practice? Because
They were blinded by everything else that comes with Shador.
There was an agenda. There was an agenda. But do you think he
trying
should
to dim his
stay?
light.
You guys think he should stay? I don't think he should
I would
stay.
never stay in Cleveland for nothing.
They only got him
You
for
know,
this year, right?
What?
I mean,
Nah. He's there longer than that.
He's like 3 years. They got him.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4. He ain't got no choice but to stay.
Facts. He just gotta.
The combination of colors is just not for me.
He just gotta win it out. He just gotta.
Maybe
show
the color
progression.
rush.
Bro, you don't want to retire
But I mean, again, I don't know the kid personally, but from watching him, like some of his high school stuff and the Jackson stuff and the Colorado stuff, and then seeing like some of those little videos they do with like the brothers or whatever. He seems like the type of guy that wants this situation. He seems like the type of guy that wants to be like, yo, I turned the whole franchise around.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's in his DNA.
So
It's just Cleveland.
I feel like if management decides that he's the guy next year, like they got good picks, bro. They could get some linemen. They could get a breakout receiver. They could add some things around him. They're not like super bad right now. You know what I'm saying? And with that defense, they could make some noise.
Other thing they have, that's going to be a discussion in the offseason. They still have Deshaun Watson under contract and stuff like
40
that.
million or something like
they
that.
paid him all that much, so they got to figure out.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're going to figure out what they're going to do with him.
Nothing. You bring him back next year, and he's your veteran backup. He's your veteran on the side backup. He don't need first team reps. He don't need none of that stuff. He's your backup. He's your veteran backup. They don't want him there. I know that. They don't want him playing football there. I know that.
And as much as I talk about franchises just consistently always being bad, you have a chance to turn this around.
Get out of that.
Yeah, if you do the right things.
Because they haven't.
And Deshaun Watson, they said he's about to practice whatever, but he's not going to play this year because it's an insurance thing, right? He's not going to play. If they put him on the field, they don't get that insurance policy. They're not putting him on the field. They're gonna collect some of that money back.
And also they haven't had a franchise quarterback in forever.
That's my point.
I think they've gone through like 20 quarterbacks in the past.
It's like 40. I think it's like 40 something.
Yeah,
It's like
40
it's like as many presidents as we have, or something like that.
Yeah, and that's since 1999.
Yeah, I think like Bernie Kosar. I think Bernie Kosar was the last guy to be like the guy over there.
Yeah, he was. So that's.
I was a little kid.
Bro, they don't even name people Bernie anymore.
I know. I was a little kid. That's what I said. I was a little kid.
How many kids you don't name Bernie?
19, think about it. 1990.
Weekend at Bernie's, you know what I mean? I might watch that over the weekend.
Name kids Bernie.
Don't forget Vinny Testaverde.
Oh yeah,
Vinny.
you.
Yeah.
Vinny was on the Browns?
Yeah, then he got traded to the Jets.
I just remember him on the Jets.
His best, he was okay there, but his best years were with the Jets.
I remember Vinny on the Jets. I mean,
Like in Cleveland, the only quarterback they really show love to is Bernie Kosar. Yo.
I think the last quarterback to take him to the playoffs was like Kelly Holcomb or something like that.
No. They went with Baker Mayfield. Didn't they go to the playoffs? They went to the playoffs.
Yes,
What's
they
the
did.
Baker?
Yes, one time.
Yeah.
Remember that's when I was
Coach of the Year.
Oh, I
I said
forgot.
I figured
That's why Kevin Stefanski got Coach of the Year.
That's what I
He got Coach of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah, remember,
I think he's gonna thrive in Cleveland.
That's a media award, though. No players or coaches voted for that.
the only great thing that ever graced the Cleveland Browns, Jim Brown.
For real.
I think so. I think so, P.
The only great thing.
That's the Brown greatness, Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Jim Brown and Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Good boy, Mukala.
Nah, you ain't lying.
He's 1999.
Facts.
All right, we got two more. Green Bay and Chicago. This was actually a good game. Came down 21-28. They were battling for first place in the division. That ends the Bears' winning streak. Packers needed this win, but hey, good game though.
Yeah.
Good game. These two teams, they're gonna be battling now for that top spot in the NFC North and try to get a first round bye because I'm not seeing who's the top seed right now.
Nah, the Rams.
Rams are still the top seed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold up.
Rams are number one.
Oh yeah, Rams and Seahawks. Actually.
Yeah, Rams.
Rams and Seahawks are tied.
But the Rams got the Seahawks in it.
Yeah.
Rams are one.
The
Yeah.
Rams are one. So it's Rams 1, Seahawks 2, and the Packers are 3, followed by the Bears at 4. So 9-3, 9-4, 10-3, 10-3. So those.
NFC, it's tough over there.
That's a good little race they got going on there. But the Bears, man, Caleb Williams. I mean, people gave him a lot of flack last year, but he's playing like the number 1 pick.
I mean, I think they both balling. I like the game with just two young quarterbacks duking it out. Green Bay's a little more efficient. Plays.
And they were home.
Yeah, home, more balanced offense. That's all.
Yeah, to me, it was like two similar teams. Like it was like looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just like you said. It was at home. Two good, well-coached teams. Because both those coaches are really good coaches too. So it's a good team. Good game. Really
Yeah, for sure. I don't think Caleb Williams was like super bad last year. You gotta let guys grow, man. Like you can't be a rookie and get drafted to one of the worst teams and expect the guy to what are you expecting the guy to really, really do, man?
Yeah, he played like a rookie, but people were treating him like he'd been in the league for a while.
Right. Right.
That's
I mean, but I think
first pick.
but I think a lot of that is like how people feel about him, right? Like him crying, looking for his dog, and painting his fingernails. Like people don't like that. Yo, so like some people don't like that. So they kind of tear him down when they get the chance to, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm just being real. I don't care what he does. I'm just being real. Like that's how people feel. It's like the Shador thing, right? People feel a way about Shador because he has fans that support him, or because he says he thinks he could be great or legendary. And it's like, yo, like, you know, I don't care about any of that stuff, bro. Like.
But other stuff that's not football related, they try not to like you or tear you down.
It's like they can't have a life outside of football. They can't like have they can't be themselves after foot.
And I never knew painting your nails affected how you threw the ball.
Right.
Maybe you give them superpowers.
Well, I guess. You feel good, look good, play good, right?
Yeah.
Well,
We all know that.
yeah, it works for you, works for you.
Lastly, we got Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Y'all see that? All right, they keep changing the rules of a catch.
Oh, like
Isaiah,
yeah, I feel bad for Zay,
He
man.
didn't pull it in, but he had it. Like, that's great, yeah.
I feel bad for Zay. That's like the second or third one this season, man.
He had one like the week before.
Yeah.
He got knocked out right at the goal line, right before he crossed the plane.
He's trying to do it. He's trying to do for Mr. Rogers. Nah. That's all they try to do. They try to look out for him, man. Because he was looking bad earlier this year.
Yeah,
It's over.
Lamar and Harbaugh might have ran that might have ran its course too, man.
Me and you was thinking the same thing, Ed.
Hey, man.
There's no reason for it to look like that. Right
Yeah,
now.
no
reason.
way. They got too
There's
good
no
of a
reason.
team. Too good of a team.
I'm with
There's no
you.
reason.
I'm with you on the Harbaugh thing because if it wasn't for Lamar, he would have been out of there
Probably.
years ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'm with you on that. It definitely ran its
Yeah,
course.
and I'm not about to give the Steelers no credit because they're not good for one, and for two, I'm done with the like. Tomlin was 8-8, so he was 500. I'm done with that, bro. I'm done with like crowning this dude for being mediocre every year, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 17th year as a coach, Harbaugh, that is, on the Ravens.
17 years.
17?
One,
Damn.
he's got 17 years,
been that
one
long?
Super Bowl, but he got a lot of playoff disappointments.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't know 17 though.
I ain't know either.
He only got one.
Yeah, but he's probably at the point over there where like he's gonna tell them when he's ready to leave. They're probably not gonna make him leave. You know what I'm saying?
You think so, Ed? I think when it's done, it's done. I think time's up. I don't care how long. When time's up, time's up.
Maybe you pull him in the office and give him the option to do it himself, right? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But like they're not just gonna fire Harbaugh.
Publicly,
And too, if you're a good guy, they try to give you benefit,
Yeah.
give you a couple extra years.
they're gonna tell him, look, it's time. It's time.
My thing is,
You
my thing is, you
on
get
the
paid to
clock,
win.
baby.
You get paid to win. You don't get paid to be liked.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't care how many people like me in the
true.
office. I get paid to do
That's
my
true.
job. Like,
Yo, and that roster is tough, bro.
Or you could just get paid to go 500.
To be under 500
Get a raise
gotta go.
every other year.
with that roster, bro. He gotta go, bro.
he definitely got to go. They supposed to be Super Bowl contenders, or supposed to be.
Oh, you got top running back.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Two top tier tight ends.
Nuts.
You got wide receivers.
Real quick,
Top tier defense.
Junior, real quick, you can say the same thing about Mike Tomlin. He's been there for like 20 years.
Yeah, but the
No,
roster ain't the same.
That's what I was just saying. I was just saying Mike Tomlin too, yo. Like we're not doing 500 every year, bro. I'm not happy if I'm the owner.
What's
we
it,
doing
20 years for
500 every year.
Tomlin?
Back to Mundo.
He been there for a while.
Oh,
Because I was
20
in
years?
college, bro.
Yeah, he got there. He got there in like 07 or something.
Yeah.
He got one Super Bowl too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
with
he's got
Ben.
one Super Bowl.
He only got one?
Yeah, he's got one.
boat.
Yeah, with Ben.
Been to two.
Same boat.
Been there two, only
Been
got
to
one.
two, Yeah,
Okay.
only got one. So, yeah.
I'm not peeing in the cup, everybody.
But he lost to
Green Bay.
wasn't Lovey? Oh no, that was my man from Tampa Bay. Okay.
Yeah, he lost to Green. They lost to Green Bay. The only Super Bowl Aaron Rodgers got was that one.
Okay.
All right, we got +1. We got Me and Joey did a little high school preview. High school hoops preview, and Joey also gave his little take on the boxing action that happened over the weekend. We're gonna go to that, and then we're gonna come back. We got some more stuff to talk about. I got beef with an AD. We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah. I heard about that.
What's AD?
They be failing themselves, bro.
Check these out. We'll be back.
What school?
Speaking of the basketball season, man, the Jamboree for the boys kicked off over this past Friday at Lynn English. A lot of excitement for the teams in the city of Lynn. The girls' Jamboree will be taking place this Saturday at Lynn Classical. I think the first game starts around 12 p.m. or 1 p.m., so go check out the girls. But, there's a lot of excitement on both sides in the city for basketball teams. I know when we start on the girls' side, we got to talk about St. Mary's, the defending champions. This is a transitioning team, with the transfer of Bella, who's now at Tilton School up in New Hampshire. But there's a lot of returnees from last year's team: Jillian Roberts, Charlie Green, Jeanette. There's a lot of players that were on that championship team. CC Emmanuel. And they only graduated, I think, 2 players, which was I can't remember, but this St. Mary's team, there's some excitement for this team. There's a very young team. They're a young team. They went from they were pretty young last year. Now they're really young. I think they only have 1 senior.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Jillian Roberts is being asked to, I think, be great. I think she's definitely got all the capabilities to do that. We all know how great of a shooter she is, so I'm excited to see her. And, Coach Newhall talked with Mark Aboyan with the item yesterday, Monday, and, they've had some scrimmages. They've had obviously a lot of practice time, and he likes where things are headed. He said, the effort's there, the play is there, and they're going to be tough. I feel like we say that with a lot of St. Mary's sports, but the girls' basketball team is still going to be tough, even without Bella and Reese and all that. I think, obviously, I think they'll make the tournament and be very competitive. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a step back as maybe some people just think by looking at it quickly. You lost all these girls, but I think they've got a lot back.
Yeah, and as I am looking at their schedule, they start their season off against Pope Francis, and this is this Friday actually. I think it's a doubleheader on Friday or something like that, right? Oh, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at the boys. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. I agree with everything you just said. They will definitely be very competitive. I'm actually excited to see how they look this season because all those young players were key contributors. They played really well whenever their names were called upon in the moments that they needed them to step up. So I'm excited to see how they've grown as players now that they're going to have a little bit more responsibility on their hands. On the boys' side, new coach. Coach Kilty coming in from Georgetown State Championship last season with Georgetown. Now he's got a new team, new scenario for him. They opened the season up this Friday as I was, I thought I was looking at the girls' schedule, but I was looking at the boys' schedule. They opened the season up this Friday, taking on Pope Francis and the tip-off. This is another one. I can't talk today. I'm excited to see how they look this season.
Yeah, and we know Jake Fortier's back. He's very impressive. Good kid. Enjoyed talking to him off the court too. And we all know he can shoot it. He can make plays. He can beat you off the dribble. So we know he'll be back. He was present at the Jamboree, which was good, by the way. A lot of talent in that Jamboree. You got Brandon Antwine with Lynn Tech. You got Connor Sciarello with Swampscott. That was fun. And good for them to compete against each other last Friday. But Jake and company, and they've got some other returners who are just as effective. And
they got
I'm excited to see some holiday tournaments. Yes.
They got added height. You got Gabe, and then you have Roki transferring in. So you got kind of like a Twin Towers down there. That's going to present some problems because I think not too many teams they face are going to have that height that they got down low. But I'm looking at their schedule. Really, really good schedule. I mean, the first 4 games, they got Pope Francis, then they're going to St. John's Prep. Then they got Bishop Feehan, and then they're traveling to Springfield Central on December 23rd before the Bovverini Christmas tournament. Other teams on this schedule I'm looking at is Masco, Salem, Wareham, Xaverian. A lot of good teams on here, and they're going to be playing in the Hoop Hall Classic in Springfield, Mass. On January 17th, where they take on St. Francis Prep on the 17th, and they take on New Londonderry or a team from Connecticut or a team from Rhode Island. So they really loaded up on the schedule, especially with the out-of-state teams that they got this year.
Yeah, listening to all those teams you said, there's a lot of winnable games, and there's also some games in which they might not be favored, which I think is a good thing. It's a good chance for Coach Kelty and company to establish themselves, kind of a new tone, new identity. And let's see what they can do. It starts Friday. I'm excited for those holiday tournaments, those Lynn ones. And I'm very excited. A lot of talent across the Lynn basketball courts this winter.
Yeah, speaking
boys
of
and girls side.
Right. Speaking of coaches in new places, another one, Lynn. As you see, I have my Lynn English hoodie on over here. Lynn English, new coach, Coach Wavezwa. He's gonna be, he's very familiar with the program. He was an assistant for about 4 or 5 years before he went to Lynn Classical. Was assistant there for the last 2 seasons, I believe. But he has a young group. He has a really young group that he's expecting. By the time we get to the midway through January, he expects this team to be, what he thinks they'll be, and that's a very competitive team. They might have some growing pains early on, but I think this team got talent though. They have some talent. There's a young sophomore point guard, Isaac, who I'm really high on. I think he's going to have a good season, and also depends on they got some guys that might not play early due to injuries, but we'll see them at some point that can help them out, especially on the inside. But young English team, but I got a lot of expectations for them.
Yeah, you said growing pains, and I think the main part there is growing. It's going to take them a couple weeks, and hopefully, maybe, but around the holidays or in January, like you said, if that identity is there, everything else will follow. So I'm very excited. I know Coach is excited, and like you said, he's been around, so it's not completely new to anyone involved. And I'm expecting another competitive Lynn English team. Yeah,
and then on the girls' side, for the lady Bulldogs, that's they got some. You got who we got. We got Day coming back for them. We got Jaylene coming back for them, those 2 seniors. Then you got the young sophomore, Concepcion, coming back, who had a heck of a freshman season. And they got some other key young players, too, that contributed. Making the playoffs last season was great. I think this team is going to be really good. I think they'll make the playoffs again. But I just want to see what they do this season, especially the young sophomore guard that they have.
Yeah, and I think under Coach Cindy Brennan, I think last year they won a lot of those 50-50 games that maybe weren't being won before. And now it's, they're going to try to go even further and make some noise and establish themselves, in the conference and beyond. And I think they've got the weapons to do that. And I'm not trying to go too ahead, but I'm excited to see the English Classical matchup again, and a couple other ones with the Lady Bulldogs. So
yeah,
definitely excited for English girls too.
Yeah, speaking of Lynn Classical, the Lady Rams. I mean, Coach always has those ladies ready to go. They always put together a solid team, but it's kind of a transition too now. a lot of key players graduated, but he got Divine back. She's gonna be a third year starter. Been playing since freshman year. I think they're gonna look to her for leadership and be kind of the focal point. I mean, she was a double machine last season, and I think this season she's gonna take the next step.
A double machine, like you said, and on both ends, extremely effective. She was the motor. I know she won Holiday MVP last year, right? So definitely excited to see the growth she can bring on the court. And like you said, Coach Sawyer is going to have these girls ready. It starts with the Duchesne Jamboree this weekend, which I'm excited about. We'll definitely be there. One of us will be there. And it all starts. That's a fun jamboree, by the way. 7 40-minute games, I think. So I'm excited for that.
Hey, it's a good way to get things kicked off. On the boys' end, I know I was looking at their team this year. They lost their height. They still have Bab, whom I think will be the favorite for MVP in the Greater Boston League. They got the experience with the guards. Talking to Cam Rucker, Deshaun Rucker, DJ Reynolds. And then they got some other younger guys, but they have enough experience that they should be able to make a deep run this year. I think they got the talent, and with Bab, that's a double machine. That's a double guy and a very, very good defender who erases a lot, especially with his rotation. So I think this Rams team, it'll be a disappointment if we don't see them in the semifinals in the States this year, because they got the experience. They have, they got the coach who's been there, done that. So I think this is the year for them to make that deep tournament run. If we don't see a deep tournament run from this group, it'll kind of be a disappointment.
Yeah, those names you mentioned, those are some experienced, tough names, tough kids coming back. And Bab is a favorite for a lot of awards, a lot of recognitions. I agree with you. And this is a Sweet 16 team last year. They lost Roki, to another city school. But overall, anyone who talks to Coach Avery knows, defense, hustle, playing that Lynn Classical with that Lynn Classical passion. So, like you said, it's time to make some steps and see what they can do. I think everyone on that team is excited to try and do that. So definitely excited. I'm excited to see what Classical can do.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before we get into this, sports update with the college football, all this other stuff. So, I got smoked with the AD from Salem State, because this lady, by the way, if you want to see it, there's my whole conversation with her. I put it up. The game's on YouTube. It's Salem State versus.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Oh my!
Because first of all, she came to talk to me while the action is going on, right? So I'm doing my commentating, and then she just starts asking me questions, and I'm just looking at her like, "Who are you?" Right? I don't know who she is, but she's just asking me questions. And
She didn't even say like, "Hey, I'm the AD."
she didn't introduce herself.
Oh my God!
So I'm just like, who is this white lady talking to? She's she's giving hint clues. She's like, oh, with the athletic department. Like, so I'm, in my head I'm assuming, this must be the AD, but I'm not gonna.
Give her that. Yeah, I'm not gonna give her that.
So she's asking me, oh, do you have a media pass? I'm like, well, why? She's like, oh, we're doing media passes now. I'm like, since when? She's like, oh, since about a week ago. I'm like, this is like my 4th game here. I've been recording, and I didn't, this hasn't been a problem. I've been doing this for like a couple years at this school. She's like, oh, well, we require you have a media pass now, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, okay, all right, thanks for letting me know. This keeps asking me more questions, and I get annoyed. So she's just like, oh, who you filming for? I'm like, I'm a freelancer. Yeah, but where's this going? I'm like, it's going to myself. I can't. All right. So then she's just like, okay, well, in the future you need a media pass, and I'm just like, lady, I'm looking around. I'm like, this is Division III basketball. There's only one other person here with a camera,
right? And
she's down there on the floor. I think she was part of the team or the team manager and stuff like that. Like, what do you need this? And I feel like she's only doing this because it was a couple weeks ago there was a game me, Calvin.
Yeah.
And then the kid Kevin,
Okay.
Ason Productions. We was all there taking pictures, but I'm just like, we're only here because these players have contacted us to come in.
Right.
And they're from Lynn.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just
And
like,
we have relationships with these
yeah,
guys.
so I'm just like, but then she's just like, oh well, talk to the head coaches and they could give. I'm like, man, this is gonna be my last game here. She's like, it doesn't. I'm like, man, it's gonna be my last game. I'm not doing this. I need a media pass for this. And then
That's
she's like,
wild.
then she asked me for my name. She didn't ask me for my name. I told her my name once, so she asked me for my name again. I'm like, I'm not telling you my name. I already told you. Like, if I told you once, my mom tells this thing. Like, if you tell someone your name once
And they don't
remember it, don't tell them again.
Especially if they ask you your name.
Yeah.
If they ask you your name, they should be receptive to hear it and remember it. I asked you a couple times your name just because I just.
Right.
But it's insulting when you tell somebody your name and then in the midst of the conversation later they forget it. And it's like, what's the point of you talking to me?
Yeah. And then my whole thing was like, I was getting more annoyed. It's just like, why do I need a media pass for Division III basketball? It's not like this is like, there's some Division III schools where it's like, oh yeah, you kind of need a media pass but this isn't one of those things. You look around the gym, there's like 3 people there, and
Bro,
I'm just like,
So was it a money thing?
I don't know what.
Was it like, did she want you to pay to get in every game?
No, there's no paying.
There's no pay.
There's no paying.
There's no admission?
No, you just
it's
walk
free.
into the gym.
What is she? What?
She thinks she's important. That's all that is. I'm
Lady?
sorry. That's all it is.
Lady?
She was making a big deal out of it, so I was
no
so
admission.
There's
bro.
no admission fee.
All right, well, what's
Why
the problem?
What's the problem?
So I'm just like, okay, if you want to require
crazy.
people to have media passes, you should give media access to like certain places. Where's the media seating?
Right.
Where's the press seating? Like, where's the coaches availability?
Right. Do we get to talk to them after? We get to
where's
do
all this?
interviews and all of that?
None of that. And I'm just like, but how about y'all social media? Y'all don't post nothing for the players. Y'all only post the pictures of pregame where y'all gonna play and the final score. That's it. Y'all don't put no highlights. Y'all don't put no big plays videos. Y'all don't do nothing.
Sound like they
It's
need to hire you, Mook.
No, they should, but
That's what it's
rather
for,
than ask him
right,
like,
right.
oh, what are you doing? How could you mind having a job? They rather just like feel like I got the entitlement to ask you all these questions and dictate how you come in here. And it's like, bro, this is free. Like, what are we doing here?
why.
And it's like it's never packed.
It's
So it's
not.
like,
It's
what do
just
you
family.
you should be thankful people want to come support and put this out there.
And they don't have and also if you're going to require media, you should have media for the students. You should have a whole student production or a whole production. Like they don't even live stream their games on anything. They don't do a
I
production
know.
like
I watch their
all
games
the-
through you. When I want to watch
other
Ali
schools-
and Armory, I got to go to your site.
All the other schools in Division
facts.
III, they have production, the whole production crew. They have someone doing play-by-play. They have the live
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
going
yeah,
and
for
stuff
sure.
like that. I think they just have their own little like live stream up there, like the stuff they put on Huddle.
Sound like
Like it-
they need a new AD,
Or just a real like camera crew.
a media person.
Yeah, real media like division.
There's
Just
a whole
because,
studio in that school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got good communications at that school.
Hold up, Ant was talking. He said we couldn't hear him.
What you say? Ant?
Hold up. Hey Pedro, can you try to get Ant's mic back on? We couldn't hear him.
No, he's on.
We couldn't hear him. He was talking.
I see his name.
No, we couldn't hear him.
Oh, because wait a minute. All right, now it's good.
Good.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ant.
Yeah, I was just listening to you, and I was just saying. I think she was kind of just flexing. She was just kind of flexing her authority, man.
That's all.
At the end of the day, what you said is really what it's about. It's a Division III game. There's no charge. There's barely anybody in there. Why are you not letting me like promote these kids? You guys aren't doing it. Let me promote these kids. The fact that every single high school, college that's not D1 or whatever, prep school, everybody should live stream their games. It's 2025. You got coaches in other places that want to see kids. You got all type of stuff for recruiting, for everything. Everybody should live stream every game.
Right.
She should be appreciated. She should be thanking you
Kids should have
Yes.
all the film in the world
because
nowadays.
you're
bro.
putting her school on the map.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
also,
And they don't want to.
and then some of the players saw what happened, and they went to the coach to talk like, well, yo, what is she doing? Like, why is she not letting Mukala film and stuff like that? Because she don't know that most of them kids, I got relationships with them from high school.
That's what I
So-
mean.
High school, right?
That's what I
They
mean.
probably call you to make highlight films.
Yeah,
and
all
type of
that,
stuff.
all that stuff.
Yeah, so
They watch their games on your channels just like I do. So they're like,
I
yo.
do too.
Man, I'm supposed to be at that game too.
So they're like,
Mook keeps me tapped in with a lot of Lynn
Thank
sports,
you.
bro. Keeps me tapped in with a
not
lot
only
of Lynn
Lynn
sports.
sports, Massachusetts sports.
Massachusetts, you're
Because
absolutely
you
right,
can
right?
find Mook in Springfield.
He'll send me links to Darrow Tones games. Like he's everywhere. Bro.
Know what I would have said to her? No, I got a media pass for Boston College.
Now you know
That's what I
funny.
would-
Now when I told him when he told me that, I said, now when he told me that, I said, yo, just let me know you'll be at BC tomorrow. But he's not that quick.
But no, you,
I would say no. I
No, but
got a BC media
but
pass.
you want to know what's funny? So I was at Northeastern on Sunday, you know, checking out Zay.
Yeah.
So I did.
It's funny you talking, yo, I want to say something.
So I did. I put a little thing on my story because I was, you know, they actually do it properly. They had a nice press roll. So I was like, all right, if the Salem State AD wants people to have media press, she should have media access like they do over here at Northeastern. So I'm just showing all the stuff Northeastern has lined up for like for their press people. And you know, they don't get that many press with, you know, it's a bunch of students, but it's still a nice setup because, you know, they're at the smaller gym now since the other ones closed. One of the coaches told me, he's like, hey, she's been watching your stories and she showed the coaches what you put about, you know, Northeastern and
Okay.
So I was like, good.
Good.
And-
I'm glad.
And like, what is he like? For one, you're an adult. There's no telling on you, bro. So like, what is she doing? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So you just told her you're not coming
Yeah,
back
that's all.
there?
I'm not coming back. That's all. I'm not coming back.
Kick rocks with your shoes
Yeah,
off.
they wanted to have a conversation with me. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, the whole thing was just. First of all, she could have done it after the game too. She could have waited after the game. Secondly, she never introduced herself, and she actually never introduced herself.
Do you remember her name? It's
She
public,
never
it's
told
public
me.
knowledge.
She never told me her name.
I was gonna
She
say.
never.
Whatever your name is.
Because she was,
nerve.
because after I told her I'm not telling her my name again, she was like, oh well, I was trying to introduce myself, but it's just like usually when you go up to somebody, the first thing you do is introduce yourself.
Yeah, an introduction is when you first walk up to somebody.
What? Like, hello?
Her first question was,
It's like going to someone's house and not introducing yourself.
How are you an AD?
what was her first question?
Show me ID like a cop.
Do you have ID? What are you
First
doing
question
here?
is who are you filming for?
Who are you filming for?
That's kind of.
Listen, if you guys go, if you go on my YouTube page and you go on the Salem State LaSalle game, it's like in the third quarter, in the second half. In the second half.
Were they losing?
No, it was up.
Did they win that game?
They won.
You recorded the interaction?
The interaction was happening as the game was going on.
Oh, so you never cut it out? You put it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. But,
Yeah.
but maybe it's because she thought you were scouting for another team.
So
But how about how you present yourself?
the game,
I
the
agree,
game,
but
the game, the game,
I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Nah, but us
The
men,
game,
we
hey,
know.
the game's free. The
Yeah.
game's free. If I wanted to scout for them for next week, I could come in.
With film,
Yeah.
Why
and
not?
Also, I specifically told her, go talk to the coaches because they know I
Okay,
come here all the
okay,
time. This
okay.
isn't like my first time here.
And all the coaches share the film, bro.
yeah, of course.
Like,
of course.
you
Yeah, I know that.
coaches
I know
film and
that. I
stuff.
know
So
that.
it's like, what is she like?
I just-
There really is no.
Ed said it. She was flexing.
She was, but
Yo,
yeah.
people
Just
love,
flexing her authority.
bro. People love to be responsible with stuff they don't own.
but yeah, that was. But no,
Just
but,
work here, lady.
Yeah, you just
don't
work. You don't
it.
own the building, right? Relax. Like, calm down.
but no, if you really want, but if you want
People
to
say like, "This is mine."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
this is my school, my gym.
That kills me with that. Like, oh
No, it's
my
not.
god.
It's the city's- it's
When
the
you
city's
when you
gym.
retire, they're gonna turn this into old folks' homes or apartments or kick rocks. Like, come on.
But no, if you really want to see that interaction, it's in the second half of that game. Salem State.
You put her face on?
Yeah, she was right in front of the camera.
Oh my God, I can't wait
She
to
was
go see.
oblivious to what she was doing. That's what it was. She was oblivious. She had no idea.
And also, the thing that most annoyed me, it's been 26 minutes of game time played. Why are you talking to me now?
Now, right?
Yeah.
She was mustering up the courage.
Like you said, if the gym was empty like that, she could have like as soon as the game started. I imagine she saw you over there.
Right. And it wasn't like I was like away from. I was on the other side, on the other bleachers where
Well,
nobody was sitting near me.
listen, I've been at many games that you've been filming and you are not in the way in any kind of way.
He's not a bother at all. Like,
I try. I
Sometimes
try to be away from people.
I'm like, oh, Mook. Oh, Mook, I didn't even know you was here.
Exactly, because I don't want people to know I'm here. I try to be.
Oh,
but remember,
Sometimes you got to tap me, yo, Stevie.
But-
Oh, Mook.
no, remember, our quiet peace screams volumes to some people.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it's
Sure indeed.
Yeah, but
It's crazy.
But yeah, but that was it. But Sam State did win the other day. Ali dropped 27.
Okay, finally getting this groove.
Yeah.
I was like, what was he doing?
Yeah, he wasn't shooting well early. He was scoring, but he wasn't shooting well.
But that's the coaching too. I'm gonna tell you that. That's the coaching too, huh?
He don't hoop.
I know. I seen him. That's why I watched the games. Mooks, that's coaching.
He don't.
But now he's settling in.
And then and then last time we had, we was talking about Zay and how A was talking about how he should play.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We all said that.
He was playing.
Like the very next game, he came out and balled.
He went crazy.
The coach must have heard us because we all was like, "What?
Got rookie.
Why you not playing?
I think he got player of the week and
Player of the week, rookie of the week, all that."
And even this past Sunday, he came off the bench, but he was second leading scorer.
Yo, man.
Came off,
They smoked my guy Sellers at Central Connecticut State.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's your guy.
That's your dude. That's your boy.
It's my guy.
Okay, he's at Central. He's at Central.
My pops
Central always
was
been a. Oh,
They
your
got
pops.
football.
Central
Okay.
Connecticut got a kid from Springfield,
Supposed to go to BC
Darren Smith
and
Jr.
left for a
He's been
year.
doing well this year.
Yeah, Central's a decent school. I played against Central when I was at Quinnipiac. They was in our conference.
I was trying to get Gio a look this summer
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
At Central?
at Central Connecticut
Yeah,
State.
he could play there.
Nah, he's
he
solid.
could definitely play
He
there.
got a lot better.
I know. I was trying to get him a look there. Albany. I'll be honest with you. I sent his highlights and stuff to UMass. UMass was super interested, but they kind of wanted to like wait a little bit and see like if he got like how it played out for him. So maybe I'll call him again after this shit. He went back to community college.
Yeah, he's killing.
Yeah,
They're killing,
he's
bro.
doing thing in Bunker.
Obviously, he's wasting his time there.
That's
why I was
what I
trying to get him out of there.
Yeah.
They're killing though. They're ranked in the country. They're pretty good.
Cause who cares?
Nah, because
I feel you.
Once you get to that other school, you gotta start from the bottom again anyway. So it's like,
Okay.
he should already been out because he had one hell of a year last year. He's playing the year last year.
He's a Division I talent playing community college basketball.
Definitely.
I don't care if they go 50 and up.
So my question would be, why is he still there then?
Well, for one, he's not just basketball. He does like the camera. He's like social media type guy too. But I'll be honest. Go ahead.
He took a lot of time off, from high school to get into community college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why he's still there is who's working for him. I was working for him, but like he doesn't like have anybody. Like I don't know what he was doing on his own. I don't know, but he would have to go the old school way and send his video to all these schools and this, that, and the third, right? Like he doesn't have, right? So I was, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to do that from him. I speak to him every once in a while. We haven't spoken in a little while, but like I was trying to do that from him, right? You know what I'm saying?
Last time I spoke to him, he was looking at Southern New Hampshire, and then I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened out of that. He's back there, so I'll reach out to him too.
I just think.
I mean,
I tried to get him to DI. He's amazing.
I even tried.
That's even smarter.
I even tried D2. I know what's his name, Dan the Roban, the AIC head coach. I was trying to get him. I'm like, yo, it's free. He'll just drive up there. It's free. You get a free look at a guy that he's Geo special, like Geo special.
Listen,
but also too, hold on,
bro.
But Gio also he knows Luis Flores too out there in DI too. That plays for Manhattan. So like he kind of knows some people that if he can't go the college route, he might just go pro.
Man, I remember Gio.
Oh no, yo, I already had him a pro gig, but he wants to do college. I got him a pro.
Really
gig
does
right
want to
now.
do college?
He wants to do college.
All right. I'll reach out to him.
He wants to do the college thing. I got the pro gig for him right now, bro.
Okay.
Like he could come start playing in February, bro. Like I got a pro gig for him any day of the week. He wants to do the college thing, which I ain't mad at. So I was trying to pitch him to the schools I know. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that. I just didn't know that he was really trying to go college. So I'll reach out to him though.
He's probably doing that for his people. I know.
No, yeah, he wants to play college ball. He wants to try to get D1.
That he is that.
Okay.
He is that, bro.
Yeah.
No, he is for sure.
I've been on the floor with him, so I know. I'm like, oh yeah, this kid.
I know we went a long time with this topic, but college football playoffs. James Madison, Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Oklahoma, Indiana, Tulane, Ole Miss, Georgia, Miami, Texas A&M, Ohio State. Those are the teams that made it.
You said Tulane.
Tulane
You
made
said
it.
James Madison?
James Madison made it.
And Notre Dame ain't in there.
Notre Dame didn't make it, which was
Notre Dame didn't make it.
they're not playing. They're not
I
playing.
can't stand Notre Dame.
Wait,
They
I'm just
opt out of
saying.
their college. They opt out of the bowl game, so they're not going to play in the bowl.
Join the conference, clowns.
Tulane, did they go undefeated or something?
Tulane.
Their quarterback solid though. Quarterback nice.
Tulane went 11-2.
Their quarterback.
So they had.
Yeah,
wait,
and they won their conference, so they got an automatic bid with their conference.
Yeah, they won a conference.
Remember,
James Madison.
the cream rises to the top.
James Madison went to.
So you already know it's gonna be weeded out.
So James Madison, they went 12-1. They had a really good season. I actually know their head coach. He used to coach at Holy Cross.
Yeah, James Madison's legit.
Bob Chesney.
Won their conference.
UCLA next year, but he's coaching out the college
I heard
playoff.
that, I heard
UCLA
that.
picked him up. He's a good coach. So they're going to take on Oregon. Indiana beating Ohio State in the Big Ten championship
I seen
game,
that coming.
which is, I always say, never trust a kicker. Ohio State's kicker missing them field goals. But they
more than that, though.
still got a bye week. They still got a bye. They're the number 2 seed.
Yeah, I still think Ohio State's the favorite to win it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I see Indiana's quarterback, and I'm like, I'm happy for you, but I just feel like this is where like the top of the mountain for you, bro.
Someone said that's Ned Flanders playing football.
Yo, I ain't gonna. I couldn't believe it.
Who they said is Ned Flanders?
The old Indiana quarterback.
The Mendoza dude?
That's what I said.
I can see that.
Crazy.
Oh, they're crying and stuff. Like, bro, you still got more games to play. Like, relax.
I'm just happy Georgia didn't do the dumb stuff they did the first time they played Alabama and actually beat them because I still can't get over them running a pitch on the 3rd and 1.
Yo, Joel need to get one. He got to get at least one. You know what I mean? You got to bring that home.
Right?
He gonna get
Yeah,
one.
bro, you got to bring that
I
home.
love Kirby, man. Yo, he's a great coach, man. I do. I really think he's
That's
awesome.
it, man. We only root for Georgia because we got the local guy.
Yeah,
That's
but Kirby,
Hey,
look,
Stevie, who'd you say you like?
Kirby.
Oh, Kirby. Okay.
Yeah, man. I like him, man. You didn't see how we reacted after the SEC championship?
he's a good coach.
That showed me a lot about his character.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
He was like, he wasn't even worried about that.
Alright.
He wants that national championship.
Because he knows.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
He knows, man.
Yeah, Jarnell Aguero.
Hell yeah, all day.
Yeah, he doing well. All right, quick Celtics update. All right, they're on a 5-game winning streak. They've moved up all the way up to the 3 seed in the East. Some of those young guys are starting to become solid NBA players. Jordan Walsh, year 3.
I like Jordan. I like him,
He's
bro.
taking that extra step. He's taking that leap, I should say, to
He got
becoming
all
a
the
pro.
attributes.
I like.
Solid
I mean,
defense.
it helps that Tatum's injured to give these guys a look. But like,
Opportunity,
I
right.
just like that they're finally trying to bring guys from the main Celtics to try to help.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
cool.
Funnel like a whole like pipeline compared to because our D League teams don't really help develop guys compared to other D League teams. So I'm
Right.
happy that like he's actually getting this.
Yeah,
Guys like Josh Minot, is that his name?
I like him. Might not. Yeah, he's
He's
balling.
good.
Nah, know who I like?
Cater's like in the top 5 or something in rebounding. And so he's like in the top 10.
I like
or
the
something.
kid we drafted from Spain or wherever, from overseas.
Hugo
Hugo. Yo,
Gonzalez.
I love his game.
Hugo Gonzalez. But
Right now, he's like all over the court, bro.
Yeah.
He does everything.
They got some quality young talent out there.
yeah,
So you know what his main attribute is? His hands. They said his
He
hands.
got Kawhi's.
Yep, he got Kawhi hands. They say his hands are like 10 inches long.
him and Walsh played. They're the defensive guys. They come in there. They play defense.
Yeah,
they
man.
hustle.
But that boy Minot though, he be he be balling.
Yo, I like him,
He be
man.
balling.
And this was such a new team too. So Tatum's out, so Jaylen Brown's taking more of the scoring load. He's top 10 in scoring right now. He's averaging 29, 5, 6,
Yeah.
and almost 5 assists per game. So
MVP numbers.
That's what kind of that's the type of stuff.
He's averaging what?
29 points, 6 rebounds, and 4.9 assists.
He balling.
30 and 6.
For the season?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, question though,
That's
you
MVP
think?
numbers.
But question, you think they're gonna keep all this young talent though? Because you know how they do
hard.
things.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You
Well,
got
some
three,
of them,
you got three guys.
some of them are already locked in for a little bit.
Yeah, like Walsh. Walsh is locked in.
But-
Why not?
but
About
right
2
now-
years.
Yo, what happened to the young boy from Atlanta?
He's on the Rockets now.
Oh, he traded him.
Yeah, he's on the Rockets.
Who?
Davidson.
Davidson
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Braves,
yeah,
young
they-
boy.
they
But he
use
was
him
down
for-
there for like years. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he's one of Ime's guys.
Yeah, but he's on the Rockets now. But things didn't look too good early on for the Celtics, but they're starting to play really good basketball. And, some of those guys, young guys especially, are starting to get a lot of confidence in the system and stuff.
I'm not a
like that.
bandwagon guy. I'm always on the Celtics, good or bad.
I was gonna say, we from this?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good
Ain't
or
no such
bad.
thing as a bandwagon when you
Good or
from
bad.
it.
They started off 0-3, now they're 15-9.
You see what I'm wearing? Good or bad?
I didn't even peep it because it was red.
Yep.
I don't even know none of those dudes you guys are naming. I don't even know who's on
Now
the team.
they solid though. They solid.
I'm
not even- I'm not
dudes. They all right.
Celtics on TV. I'm watching TV shows.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I just feel the same way, but now they solid though.
You in Canada.
The dude Minot, he does a lot of community work. That's how I came across him and stuff. So nah, he be balling though.
Yo, Ed, my Fire Stick. I watch TV in Canada. Can I tell you something? Yo, even the commercials are different, bro.
Bro, everything different.
Yo,
Yeah. Because I got IPTV too, and I watch all US stuff. So it's different.
up there, like it's way more healthy up there. Down here, they trying to get us. They trying to kill us.
But we are the grossest country in the world,
You said
bro.
this way more what?
Healthy.
But we're the grossest country ever.
Oh, so you're talking about like how like we don't have like no there's like no steroids in the meat and all that type of stuff.
Right. Stuff like that.
That's why I need to come up there. I might move out there, dog.
Yeah,
I got a lot of free time, bro.
It's healthier that way.
Yeah, way more healthy in Canada.
College basketball. I don't know if you guys saw this, the Jimmy V
hell of a
classic
game.
last night, BYU versus Clemson.
I missed it, but I heard AJ was balling.
Hell of a game. You know, they was down 22 at one point in this game.
Yeah.
Came back.
Yeah, like 22 in the second half.
Yeah, he definitely did. He was balling.
It was, Clemson made a run to tie it up, but then that last shot.
Yeah, that kid.
That was such a clean
He
look.
snuck in there though. He snuck in
I
there.
mean, from Baylor, he legit.
Yeah. No,
That's solid.
he was. I guess AJ was the decoy because it looked like both of those guys were watching AJ when he caught.
Yeah, but he was just standing wide open. He was at like half court. He was just standing there wide open.
Yeah. And he snuck right in.
Yeah, he got a nice clean look too. You like those situations, you can't give a guy a clean look like that.
You got to give him credit.
I'm not. Hey, I told
knocking
you
it down.
earlier. I don't know if you heard me earlier when you mentioned that game. I was hoping he missed that shot. I was hoping he missed and they went to overtime or they lost.
Why, you got a bet in?
Yeah, I had them giving up 7.5. Hey, I knew they went down 20 in the first half. Once they started coming back, I already knew not covering the spread. I don't want it. So I either want them to lose or we go to overtime. You're not gonna cover the spread. I just want you to lose.
I won. I live bet them when they was 13 and a half. When they was down 20, it was a 13 and a half live bet. I took that. I said,
You took it? You took
it. 13 and a half. I took that.
I think it's dope. BYU's been pretty good the past couple of years, bro. Like,
When's the last time you seen this many black dudes on a BYU team?
He never have. Last year was the stock.
In the state of Utah.
Remember, Duke Kentucky transferred over there to shooter, and they just been coming over there. Now, when you get to BYU, you have to like turn moment, or can you just be like? Cause me,
no, you don't have to.
Me, I'm not nomination. I have no religion.
I'm not gonna lie. You probably have to. You don't have to convert, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, but
you have to.
You probably got to be in some type of classes or something.
Yeah.
So,
Of
It's a whole Bible Belt, Utah.
You have to follow the school rules.
So it's probably like me at St. Mary's, since I'm not a domination, no religion, that I still like did mass and all that stuff, but I would sit down when they would like ask me to, like I would sit down for certain things. I wouldn't kneel ever.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you went up there. You went up there and got your bread, though.
Oh yeah, that's what I did, though.
Yeah, I remember they tried to make me do that in CYU at St. Mary's. I said, "Yo, you won't have me on the team."
I tell you, I don't kneel to anybody. I'm like Leonidas, bro. We don't do that. What we doing here? Kneel to anybody.
Yo, you funny.
Get on my knees for no one.
All
What we doing here?
right, before we get to the boxing update, World Cup, the World Cup's going to be all over North America in 2026.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So
It's in the States. It's in Canada.
We gotta find some tickets.
Y'all
bro.
not gonna care anyway.
I'm gonna talk to you after the show.
Why? You think we're going to be that bad?
Listen, so the Boston.
No, the U.S. we don't care about soccer, bro.
Man,
I
like
just want to
soccer.
support it. I love the World
I
Cup,
like
though.
soccer.
So the Boston schedule, they got Haiti versus Scotland on June 13th. They got
Haiti?
Norway on June
16th.
Norway versus who?
They're playing like team either Bolivia, Iraq, or
You know
Norway.
somebody in Norway?
Oh, how many chicks? I'm talking about the chicks.
Scotland.
I know you know somebody in Norway already.
Scotland versus Morocco June
Oh,
19th.
Mexico, too.
England versus Ghana on June 23rd, and Norway versus France on June 26th. So those are the games at Gillette Stadium.
Yeah, those are gonna be all kind of things out here.
My country, we got one more to go. We gotta play one more game. We're like in the
Gotta
play-in.
qualify.
Yeah, we're like it's like a play-in game pretty much. We gotta win one before we get in. So I think that's like in March.
Yeah, but nah, Stevie, you know, culturally, like it's just not a thing most people care about down there.
Right, in the States.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
ain't lying.
Right, but like Canada,
I know.
it's gonna be crazy with those games up here, bro.
That's
'Cause
real
what,
football. That's real football.
Facts.
Yeah, Canada's in North America. Canada's in North America, but they're more European when it comes to like the sports, right? Like they're big on football and all that, soccer and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people. You're gonna see like a lot of people, foreign folks that immigrated to America going to these games. Like I know Brazil's playing in Philadelphia, so there's a big Brazilian community in the Northeast. So you're just gonna see.
If they can get over here.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, that part. But
Immigration gonna be sending people back like crazy.
ICE is gonna have a fit.
Wow.
Yo, how you gonna have the World Cup? You got ICE out here walking around like patrol officers.
I know.
I don't understand.
Yo, but not even that. See, y'all probably don't know. Like Trump, December 26th, they're about to change the rules even for Canadians coming into the U.S. You got to get fingerprinted and all type of stuff, bro.
Yo, and I might be moving to Canada, bro. Y'all got free healthcare and all that. I got mad free time.
Free healthcare up
so
there?
like, I might be up there, bro.
Like Norway.
Bro, they living up there. I'm about to be out there.
yeah.
Yo, you know Colin Charles?
I ain't joking.
You know Colin Charles?
Hold up.
What's up?
Who?
Colin Charles.
Breaking news. Tommy got fired.
Breaking news: Michigan fired their head coach Sharon Moore.
I just seen the goatee as I was Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I seen that coming.
whatever.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah. Like Michigan, you gotta do certain things.
And
You gotta,
he was kind of like the rebound coach, anyways. You know what I mean? So I was like, no one want no rebound. Get out of
If
here.
he would have beat Ohio State, he would have kept his job.
Definitely.
You right.
Facts. All right, man.